One of the things I've noticed in my conversations with Europeans this week is that we're both sharing the challenge of figuring out how to deal with this deluge of data that we've both experienced in this post-digital revolution. So much more information is collected and retained about individuals, and also dealing with the national security threats post 9/11. I've learned a lot more about the data protection authorities who are responsible in the member states for protecting privacy. And we've got a different system in the United States. Unlike the data protection authorities who sit outside of the government agencies, we have chief privacy officers who are actually embedded in our government agencies and are sitting at the table when policies are first discussed, and are sitting at the table when policies are implemented, to make sure that we protect privacy at the very beginning and we get it right at the first time, so that we don't have to come back and amend our programs later.
We don't look at it as balancing security or privacy. In fact, you can't have one without the other. It's not a balance. You have to consider the two together. So the supposition that Americans give away privacy because of security, I don't think is accurate.
Frankly, that's why I have a job as a chief privacy officer. Congress mandated that every U.S. government agency that engages in counterterrorism efforts hire a chief privacy officer at a very senior level to make sure that privacy is protected as we also protect national security and ensure that we maintain our fundamental civil liberties that are so vital to who we are as a people.
The United States has a really strong privacy and civil liberties community, and that's really important to the debate and the conversation about privacy. The privacy and civil liberties community can raise issues that are of importance to them and really cause me to reflect on what their issues are. For example, they pointed out that DHS gives a lot of grants to state and local organizations. Before last year, DHS did not require privacy protections for those state and local organizations. Because of a point that the advocates raised to me, I changed the DHS process to make sure that privacy protections were considered not just at DHS, but also at people who got DHS grants. That's a really important dialogue and really important for the privacy conversation throughout the United States.
What binds Americans together as a people is our common values, because we don't share a common ethnicity, we don't share common religion, and what binds us is our values. And should we, and I think the American people realize this, should we sacrifice those fundamental civil liberties that are enshrined in our Constitution and have been for couple hundred years, that we sacrifice who we are as a people.